Yeah, I'm with Dan Walker. It'll be the first video introduction for Aldershot Town fans. Welcome to the club. And how did you find today's game, Dan?
Yeah, I thought we did well today. We looked a bit tired towards the end, I think, but I think everyone's seen roughly what we're capable of today. We maybe had a few chances. We could have probably scored a few more goals, but I think as a whole it's been quite an even game, and obviously they're a good side who obviously finished in the playoffs, League 2 last year, so a lot of positives to take from the game.
And we'll come back and talk a bit more about today's game in a minute, but just on to yourself and your introduction to Aldershot. Pretty sure I've seen you play here a couple of times for other teams, Braintree and Hereford.
Yeah.
Were you here in that Hereford team the day they thought that they'd stayed up at the end of that season? I'd just come back from an injury, so that was my first game back from injury, and I come on and set up the goal for Ranks, which obviously kept us, or what we thought at the time was in the league, and then obviously with the problems, and it's good to see him back now as Hereford FC, and obviously I'm sure they'll do well. But yeah, and then last year for Braintree we won, I think it was 3-1 here, which is again, I've had good memories of this place. Played it a couple of times and we've won both times. So. And you look like you just seemed happy out there. I mean, obviously you've had Wednesday now and today, but we always talk about how great the pitch looks from the side. What's it like to play on?
Well, at the moment it's very sticky because I think they're trying to keep it in good nick for the first game of the season. So obviously you see from some of the passes that people are a bit short, but it's just because where it's so long at the moment it's sticky, and once it's watered I'm sure we'll be able to play some free-flowing football a bit better than today. But yeah, so it's probably the best pitch in the league, I think, once it's been cut a little bit.
Yes, it's just a little bit lush at the minute, and you know, we look forward to it looking an even better nick come next Saturday. So let's talk about your situation in the team then. You know, the 4 strikers today, and I don't know whether it was the out-and-out decision from the start, but 4 of you, 45 minutes each, and you certainly set about that first half, you know, to try and make an impression today.
Yeah, obviously the gaffer said that he wanted everyone to get 45 today, so we've just, I'm not sure what kind of, whether it's just random 2 and 2, but yeah, there's 4 good players, so we're going to have to all work hard to get that place in the side. But yeah, so I thought everyone did well. Obviously had a couple of shots maybe could have scored, but as a whole I thought all 4 of us did quite reasonably well, so it'd be a tough decision for the manager, obviously a manager's headache, which they like having. So
we were trying to sort of play, I think the formation was largely a 4-4-2 today, but yours seemed to be the freest role within that. You seemed to prop up on the right and on the left, and you know, you got your shots away when you could.
Yeah, he wanted.
That's right.
Yeah, he wanted obviously one of the strikers to drop in the hole, so when we didn't have the ball, try and sit on one of the lads that was sitting. So the majority of the time I was doing that, and Barnes was staying high. So when I was getting the ball, maybe I was on the left or the right, and so you sort of, not like a free role, but when you've not got the ball, he wants you to, you don't want to just to stay up there. And obviously it does, you have to get used to it, because other clubs you're at, he just wants the 2 just to sit on the 2 centre half. So it does, you are doing a lot more work, which of course you do get used to it, but there was times obviously I felt like I was tiring. But obviously you're going to get that, and that's what pre-season's for, to get the fitness and obviously the sharpness for the season.
Looking at the side as a whole, one of the things I picked up on in the first half watching was when the ball went dead for a throw, for a free kick, for a corner, the movement was, it looked to me like the movement's being worked on. It's like, I want you all on the go, I want you, and that's where the goal came from. It came from a quick throw, great little just run from Reece to show for the ball, and then after that, that's the majority of the goal was made, wasn't it? A simple pull back and finish.
Yeah, so, the gaffer wants everything done short and sharp. Like even in training, he's always, when the ball's dead, he always wants someone to get on it, and because it creates a tempo. And when you're playing against another team and they're maybe flat-footed, it gives you a chance to maybe, like I said, get opportunities just from working hard.
Absolutely. Slinkily there, we'll edit that out there as you pass the car keys on. Okay, so we're moving on now to next week. I presume it's just a solid full week in training, is it, through now? No more practice games?
That's it. I think Monday, obviously he said we'll be in a lighter session, but he still wants obviously the lads to work hard. And then Tuesday, I think we've got something with the fan. We're training and we're meeting the fans, squad photo and that type of thing. It'll probably be a Wednesday off, and then Thursday, Friday will be getting our heads on the game Saturday, and hopefully if we play, well, like he said, if we play anything like today, or even capable of better, then we shouldn't have a problem Saturday, obviously getting that 3 points.
I think as a fan, which I am looking on, you look for your first glimpses of new players and who's showing, who perhaps disappoints a little bit on the day, but opinions can be formed and changed very quickly at this stage of the season. What comes across from the team is a desire, an honesty, a togetherness and a work rate.
Yeah, I believe that as well. I think what the gaffer's done, he's got a good group of younger sort of hungrier players that maybe got a point to prove and want to push on, whereas a lot of teams, you've seen it over yourself over the years, have had the players that have already done it, so they maybe won't run through walls, as they say, for other players. I think everyone here will work their nuts off for each other, and I think if you have that in the camp with everyone pulling their weight and working hard, I think it creates momentum, obviously, to win games and put teams under pressure, and just from working hard you'll get results. So yeah, I do see that as well. I think that everyone here really wants to push on and work as hard as they can. Even in training, the sessions are, everyone's ratting about, everyone wants to be in that starting 11 come obviously the first day of the season.
Well done today, good show from yourself up front today, and have a good week, and we look forward to kicking things off against Gateshead next week.
Thank you.
Cheers, Dan.